It is past midnight in a forgotten part of the city. The street is empty, except for the faint glow of a broken lamppost, flickering like a dying heartbeat. In the silence, a man bursts into view, running frantically, his breath ragged. His hands drip with blood, leaving crimson stains on the pavement as he stumbles forward. Behind him, the distant wail of sirens grows louder, followed by the sharp flash of police headlights sweeping the alley. His face is pale, eyes wide with fear, as though he is running not just from the police but from something far worse. The man ducks into a narrow alley, pressing his back against the cold, damp brick wall. His chest rises and falls rapidly as he tries to steady his breath. He pulls a crumpled piece of paper from his Paqueta hand-drawn map, marked with a red X. His blood-stained fingers smear the ink, but the path is still visible. Somewhere nearby lies what he stole, or what he must protect. The roar of police radios echoes closer, their voices shouting orders. He knows they are closing in. For a brief moment, he whispers to himself, "Not tonight. I can't be caught." A shadow moves at the far end of the alley, not belonging to the police. The man freezes, clutching the map tighter. From the darkness steps a tall figure in a black coat, his face hidden beneath the brim of a hat. The stranger's voice is calm but threatening. "You be made a mess. Hand it over before they find you." The man's pulse quickens. This isn't about the police anymore. He takes a step back, realizing he's cornered between the law and something far more dangerous. The stranger slowly reaches inside his coat, and a metallic glint flashes in the dim light. The man's instincts scream at him to run, but his legs feel heavy. The stranger pulls out, not a gun, but a silver key, dangling it like bait. "This is what you really want, isn't it?" The stranger hisses. The man's eyes widen. He recognizes the key. It unlocks the vault tied to the map he carries. The reason for all the blood tonight. Before he can respond, red and blue lights wash over the alley. Police cars skid to a stop, doors slam, and armed officers shout commands. Now trapped between the stranger with the key and the police, he hesitates. "Hands where we can see them," an officer yells, his weapon trained on the man. The stranger in the black coat slips silently into the shadows, vanishing as if he were never there. Panic surges through the man as the key's metallic glint fades into darkness. He raises his blood-stained hands slowly, the map still clenched tightly in one fist. Officers approach cautiously, their flashlights cutting across the alley. One of them notices the smeared paper and snatches it away. The man shouts desperately, "Don't! You don't understand." But his words are drowned out by the click of handcuffs closing. Inside the harsh glow of the interrogation room, the man sits slumped at a metal table, his wrists chained. Across from him, Detective Harris, a veteran with tired eyes, studies the blood-stained map. "What's this supposed to be?" he asks, voice steady, but probing. The man shakes his head, refusing to answer. His silence is broken only by the buzzing light overhead. Harris leans closer, lowering his voice. "People are dead tonight. If you don't start talking, you'll take the fall for all of it." The man's eyes flicker with fear. He knows the real killer is still out there. Hours later, Detective Harris leaves the room, frustrated, while the man stares at the one-way glass. His reflection looks broken, almost unrecognizable. Suddenly, the door creaks open. Not Harris, not any officer, but the stranger in the black coat. Somehow, he has slipped into the police station undetected. The man's heart pounds. The stranger sets the silver key on the table with a soft clink. "They think you're the killer," he whispers, "but we both know who really is." The man leans forward, trembling. Before he can speak, the stranger adds coldly, "Decide quickly, help me, or die in this cell." The man's breath catches as the key gleams under the dim light. "How did you get in here?" he whispers, glancing at the locked door. The stranger smiles faintly, ignoring the question. "The vault holds everything proof. Money, names, enough to clear you, or bury you forever." Footsteps echo in the hall, and the stranger slips back into the shadows like smoke. Detective Harris re-enters, but the key remains on the table. Harris notices the man's pale face and trembling hands. "What happened while I was gone?" Demands. The man hesitates, torn between revealing the truth and protecting himself. The man makes a sudden decision, snatching the silver key from the table. His hands shake violently as he runs down the hallway, the sound of boots chasing him echoing behind. Alarms blare as doors slam shut automatically, locking corridors in a frantic maze. He bursts into the underground parking lot, headlights from police cars reflecting off his sweat-soaked face. The stranger appears silently near an exit, gesturing him to follow. The man hesitates, glancing back at Detective Harris, who yells for him to stop. With a deep breath, he sprints toward the stranger, leaving chaos and questions behind, unaware of the dangerous path he's about to take. The man and the stranger slip into an abandoned warehouse at the edge of the city. The walls are lined with crates, maps, and evidence of past crimes. The stranger places the silver key on a rusted table and opens a hidden vault, revealing stacks of cash, documents, and photographs proof of corruption and murders. The man stares in shock, realizing the depth of what he's entangled in. Sirens wail in the distance, growing closer. The stranger turns, eyes cold. Now the choice is yours. Expose them, or vanish forever. The man grips the key tightly, knowing nothing will ever be the same.